It is about the people who stood up to inequity and paved the way for a young leader such as Shannon Gustafson. But it is also the story of those who were empowered to make a difference and chose not to. Among those were a comparatively small number of powerful people who showed a criminal disregard for the welfare of their citizens and failed their responsibilities to protect the Canadian people's treaties. These key players were aided and abetted by many people working in bureaucracies, agencies, and church orders who opted to serve the narrow interests of their organization above their obligation to do right. Now, this isn't to say there haven't been well-meaning people in these places of responsibility. Over the decades, officials have commissioned countless reports on the state of education, child health, clean water, and so on. The various government departments dealing with Indigenous issues have been subject to oversight by parliamentary hearings and investigations by the Auditor General. The best bureaucratic minds were questioned and asked for explanations. But the unwillingness of those empowered persons to take responsibility have left too many children in needless deprivation. This is why the story of Shannon Gustafson has such power. She cut through this bureaucratic fog. She spoke with the directness and urgency of a child. She called on government to stop hiding behind departmental missives and policy prevarications and start being accountable as adults and parents. She asked them why they failed to protect the children. Which brings me back to Boxwood Public School. As I step up to speak to this gymnasium of youngsters, a student puts up her hand and said, "Did you really know Shannon?" Yes, I knew Shannon. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. My thoughts of her remain a muddle of emotions and regret. What I remember most of all is a young girl with a big heart who had a hell of a lot of moxie. But the answer I give them is simple and affirmative. Shannon was just like you. She'd be so proud to see you standing up to make change. These students don't know the ins and outs of what has gone wrong with Canada's relationship with Indigenous people. They just know that children deserve better. This is perhaps the power of the story. It offers us a resolution. Just do what is right by the children. If I were to sum up the purpose of this book or explain its political agenda, it would be to underline the urgency of this imperative. Put simply, Canada cannot afford to squander the potential of another generation of First Nation children.